This video, I am at the most richest part of Mumbai. Know what the rich Mumbai is all about. Starting from the footpath. Footpath is so important, and there are a lot of areas that I have traveled where you can never even touch a footpath, but over here, just look at it. I seriously don't know whether I'm walking in some random country or not, because this is the same country where you literally can't walk on a footpath, and you'll see a lot of spitting culture in India where people literally spit on all the trees. But look at the tree, it's actually pretty clean. One thing for sure, wherever you go, be it a rich part or even a poor part, it's crowded. And today it's Independence Day, so it's going to be super crowded no matter what. But there are a lot of differences. We just walk on the streets, and that's when we can actually find so many differences between what a rich neighborhood versus poor neighborhood feels like. It's super clean, but also you can actually walk, which is a huge thing. But such things you wouldn't find in a place like Dharavi or even a small area. So it all starts even with the footpath. I haven't walked across all the streets, but this particular area called Kolaba Street is famous for a lot of things, and nothing feels luxury when you talk about Taj Hotel. The Taj is just an opposite to me, and that is symbol of luxury. So just imagine the roads are proper in spite of being the most crowded place in Mumbai. I don't see even a single trash, and also I don't see even a single auto rickshaws. Autos are the most common mode of transport, and apparently in this particular area where you see the most luxurious hotels, you don't see even a single autos. I have this doubt. I always wanted to ask why is that, because not only over here, even the most luxurious place called BKC, where they have an Apple showroom, Tesla showroom, over there the autos are not allowed. I just don't understand how autos has to do with the poshness of a neighborhood. But yes, over here there are a lot of ways you can come to South Bombay, but autos are not a thing. You just have to take a double-decker bus, which I took, or you can just take a car. A lot of cabs around. So almost you can see a lot of luxury cars here. All these safaris you see, right? It's all owned by the famous Taj Group. A lot of cafes, a lot of fancy restaurants where you can just go only as a reservation. And there was one restaurant where I saw people literally sitting there outside the main gate while people are enjoying the food. So that is a huge example of what Mumbai is all about. In Mumbai, it is so simple. You might be in the most richest apartment you can even afford to, but at the same time, near your apartment, just next to your compound, you will see a small hut. You'll see a slum where people are enjoying. You can see the differences. You can see the huge difference starting from the road, and even trash cans are there wherever you can actually walk. Be it a good parking space on the roadside, strict rules, you see a lot of traffic policies. Such things, I don't think it's common around all the other areas in Mumbai. And that is where the whole problem starts. Maybe the problem is with the people. Maybe the problem is they want to get divided. And wherever you go, be it Chennai, anywhere in India, it feels so different going to a rich neighborhood and to a area which is for the common people. When I say common people, I'm not demeaning anyone, but yes, that's how we have turned as a society, right? When we see celebrities on the roads, when we see celebrities dining in the same hotels that we are supposed to dine in, we give a damn about them. People go take pictures, and that's how every single problem starts. And yes, Mumbai is no example too. It is just yet another city where you can clearly see poor versus rich. Yes, I see a lot of women smoking. I don't have any issues with that. Anyone can smoke in anywhere. But such things, such openness, such culture shock is missing in a lot of other areas.
Especially when you go to Dharavi, you don't see such things, and it's congested. But over here you can freely walk. In a place like Mumbai, where it is regarded as one of the most busiest cities where you could ever travel to, you can actually freely walk in a rich neighborhood. So I really wish such things would happen even in a normal place where people can walk anywhere, right? For example, even in Dharavi, I really wish they have a footpath where people can walk. One thing for sure, wherever you go, the traffic is there. So that is one common thing, be it a rich neighborhood or even a poor neighborhood, the traffic is there in Mumbai. So maybe that's one common factor where even the most richest of neighborhood, even the most poorest neighborhood could enjoy. And yes, lot of clubs, sports bars, pubs, everything is changing over here. And all of a sudden I could see almost all the luxury cars that you could ever see in India. If you really want to spot some luxurious cars, maybe South Bombay is a place. But at the same time, if you want the most true authentic part of Mumbai, then there are a lot of other areas too. So this area, you see over there, it is so different. But while I walk across the most common areas where any public can come to see the Gateway of India, the entire situation changes. Actually, people judge others based on which area they are from. So, if you're from South Bombay, also known as Sobo, the people generally think that you can afford a lot of things in life. Maybe you're rich, and that is how Mumbai is all about.
So, if you want to, sum up the Mumbai in just one word, it's a harsh reality of what life is all about. You see, people over here, they're all taking pictures of Taj, one of the most luxurious hotels. People who are inside the Taj hotel are enjoying a food right now. This is a reality. And this is the one thing that I notice in Mumbai. The rich versus poor are divided in just fine line, and the difference is very much evident. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and that is the harsh reality of Mumbai.
And what are your thoughts about it? Have you experienced such things in your city? Because Mumbai is apparent. It's very clear. And if you do have a thought about it, please do share about it. And if you feel chance subscribe worthy, please subscribe. Thank you.